Good morning and welcome to the Savage Science video blog for August the 15th. I'm Jim. That's me. That's Alfie. We're out for a walk on the other end of Northwest 21st Avenue. Of course, we showed you the end closer to the Savage Science compound in our inaugural video blog, and we're going to look at the other end of the street today. It's early morning here in beautiful Portland, Oregon. We're in for another ungodly hot day today. Word on the streets is that we may set a record temperature for the day, actually hitting triple digits, which is very rare for the Pacific Northwest. Having spent a lot of time in parts of the country where it gets really hot, like South Carolina and the Las Vegas area, I don't like to bitch about the heat. However, the big difference is in Las Vegas and the Southeast, they take their air conditioning very seriously. But here in the Northwest, it doesn't get hot enough for air conditioning more than probably 5 or 6 days a year. And a lot of places don't have air conditioning, including the Savage Science compound, which is on the top floor, of course, of a nicely restored Art Deco building here in Northwest Portland. And usually it's very comfortable in there without air conditioning, but this week, with the temperature getting up around 98 yesterday and up around 100 tomorrow, or today, it's stifling in there. It's probably about 10 degrees hotter inside than it is outside, which of course is very unpleasant. Fortunately, it's been kind of a slow news week in MMA. In the aftermath of the UFC on Saturday, there is an Elite XC show on, I guess it's tonight, coming to you from some Indian casino. I think it's Table Rock Indian Casino in California, and we'll have a live round by round of that, coming to you live from the sweltering SavSci offices here. We've been up all night monitoring the Inoki Genome Federation show from Tokyo. That is of interest to MMA fans because Josh Barnett, who of course moonlights as a professional wrestler, and a very good one, he was headlining the show in a match against Tank Abbott, which he won by ankle lock at I believe 4 minutes 15 seconds. And fortunately for Tank's health, he didn't try to shoot on Josh Barnett, because that of course wouldn't have turned out well for him. Also on the card was Bobby Lashley, who is a newcomer to the sport and is signed with the American Fight League, which is a somewhat mysterious upstart promotion based in Louisville, Kentucky, not exactly an MMA hotbed. They've also signed Tara LaRosa, who is regarded to be the best female fighter in the world, pound for pound. And they're scheduling their first show for November, their first pay-per-view. And Lashley and Tara LaRosa are both scheduled to be on that show. They haven't given a lot of details of that yet. Their first show of any sort was at the Phillips Arena in Atlanta, and I'm not sure if they would want to run that again, because of course the September UFC show is going to be in Atlanta. They may have the opinion that that will burn out, quote unquote, the MMA fan base in Atlanta. I really don't know if that's the case, but anyway, that may be their opinion. In any case, we will of course keep you posted on that, as we keep you posted on everything else in the world of fighting. While other fight sport websites, pro wrestling websites, MMA websites are asleep, we're up covering the news 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no matter where in the world or when it occurs at any given time, even in the middle of the night, when the so-called professional fight journalists on other sites are sound asleep. We've got at least a half dozen people on several different continents working to bring you the latest MMA news and results. We go the extra mile because we take what we do seriously. We are professionals, and we expect to sorry about that. We expect to conduct ourselves like professionals. We're not doing this from our parents' basement, and our thinking is if we want to be treated like professionals, we should conduct ourselves as such, and not like hobbyists, although a lot of hobbyists do a better job covering the fight sport world than a lot of the so-called professionals do. It really seems ridiculous that a lot of people on websites that shall remain nameless, who make a nice living from MMA, pro wrestling, and the associated fight world, they think it's appropriate to not cover these events live, the ones that happen in Japan, like Dream and World Victory Road. But you know, it seems to me that if there's big news happening, it's our responsibility to cover it wherever and whenever it occurs. So I'll put the camera down so I can get on camera for a minute. I don't know how well I'm framed in this. But anyway, that's our video vlog for the day. It's kind of short and sweet. We're kind of worn out because of the heat. We will persevere, however. And we will be back this weekend with another video blog. At this point, we're kind of trying to work out a few of the production kinks, as a MBA would call it, the workflow process of getting the videos from our cameras edited and uploaded. So once we get those out, we will have a lot more video blogging type stuff for you. And as always, for MMA mayhem and more, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no matter where in the world it occurs or when it happens, visit the Savage Science at www.savagescience.com. So for tonight, I'm Jim, Editor-in-Chief of the Savage Science. This is Alfie, one of my employees, and we wish you a good Friday, and we will talk to you soon. Oh, don't miss our live round by round of Elite XC tonight. I can't remember off the top. I believe it starts 8 Pacific, 11 Eastern. Check the website. We'll have the exact time up on that. And then we will be back later this weekend with some more video blogging action. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon.